Please don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button, then click the bell and then click all. Every like and subscribe helps us make more great videos for you.
Okay, so I got this brand new 4K Fire TV stick from Amazon, which I'm just about to open, and I'm going to show you how to set up the Fire TV stick and download apps without the need of having to add a credit card to your account. So there you go, there's me Fire TV stick 4K Max there. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to go to our computer and set up a brand new Amazon account. Now, to do this, you do need to have an email address that you haven't got registered with Amazon, and you've also got to bear in mind that if you do have an account with Amazon already and you've already got a card registered to it, then you're not going to be able to follow this guide. So it's got to be an email address that isn't registered with Amazon already that you need. And you obviously, if you've got Prime, then you're not going to get the benefits of Amazon Prime if you're signing into a non-Prime account. So you've got to bear that in mind too. So okay, then we're going to hop onto the computer and I'm going to show you the steps that you need to take to sign up with a fresh Amazon account and then set up the Fire TV stick without having to give any credit or debit card details.
Okay, so I'm at my computer and I've set up a separate email address. Now you can do this if you've got a Yahoo account, for instance. You can set up a disposable email address, or you can go to Gmail or Outlook.com, any free email provider. Set yourself up a free email address if you need to, and then you can use it to log in to Amazon or sign up with Amazon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my browser and we're going to go to Amazon. Now I think this is very important that you do this from a computer, this part, because as I understand it, a few people have done it from their phones or their tablets, and unfortunately it's not worked from there. So it's quite important to do it from a computer. Okay, so once your browser's loaded, go to the address bar at the top of the browser, not the search bar in the middle of the screen, but the address bar right at the top, just there. Click in there, delete out anything that might be in there, and then you need to go to Amazon. So I'm just going to type amazon.co.uk because that is my local Amazon. Then press enter or return on the keyboard. Wait for the website to load, accept the cookies if you need to, and then go up to where it's got their hello sign in. Now if you're already signed in, then you can click on the little drop down and sign out there. So once I've clicked on that hello sign in, okay, we've got an option here to sign in with an existing email or mobile number, but what we want to do is we want to create a new Amazon account under a new email address. So I'm going to move my mouse over create your Amazon account, left click once. Okay, type in your name, just there. Type in your email address. This is the email address that isn't already registered with Amazon if you've already got an email address registered with them. So I'm just going to do that. So there you go, I've typed in my email address there. I've had to blur it out. So now I'm going to type in a password, and then I'm going to click into re-enter password and type that same password again. Okay, so once I've done that, I need to then click verify email. So you do need to make sure that the email address you've given up there is an email address that actually exists and one that you can access, because you will need to verify that. So I'm going to click verify email, and it's asking us to type in these characters here. So I'm just going to do that. I know sometimes they're a bit difficult to see. So let's just try that and click continue, and there we go. So it's going to have sent us a one-time passcode to our email address. So I'm just going to hop onto my email address and pick up that email. And there we go. I've just gone to my emails and you can see there's a one-time passcode. I've had to blur it out. So I'm just going to type that one-time passcode in there. There you go. I've typed that in and I'm going to click verify. So it's now asking me to enhance the security and add a mobile number. number. So it does say there, by enrolling your mobile phone number, you consent to receiving automated security notifications via text message from Amazon. You can opt out by removing your mobile number on the login and security page located in your account settings. Message and data rates may apply. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to close down my browser now at this point without giving a mobile number, and then reopen the browser again, and then once it's reopened I'm going to click in the address bar at the top of the screen, not the search bar in the middle but the address bar at the top of the screen, and type in there again amazon.co.uk. You would type in your own local Amazon, then press enter or return on the keyboard, and then I'm going to click where it says sign in, hello sign in there, so just click on the sign in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on create your Amazon account, and then again I'm going to type in my name as I did before and the email address, and I'm going to type in the same password again. Then I'm going to click verify email, and then I'm going to look at my emails, get the code, and then pop it into one-time postcode and click create your Amazon account again the second time. And as you can see this time it hasn't asked us to verify a mobile number. Okay, so what I need to do now is I just click on account and lists up there, click on your addresses there, and I need to add an address, so I'm going to click add an address there. So I'm going to type in my postcode just there, so click in there, type in the postcode. Like I say, this has got to be a valid address, and then I'm going to click in address line 1 and start typing my address, and it's actually suggested the address. Done that. So I'm going to scroll down now, and then I'm going to click add address. It's asking me to enter in a phone number just in case of any problems with delivery here. Now it's up to you what phone number you put in, whether it's a valid one or not, but it must be 9 or 10 digits. Okay, and then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the screen and click add address. So it's now asking me to put a surname in there, so I'm just going to put my surname in, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the screen and then click add address, and there we go, that's now been saved. So what we now need to do is we need to scroll down to the bottom of the screen and click on one-click settings. So just click on one-click settings. This is very important. This is where a lot of people go wrong because they don't do this step. So click on one-click settings and click on make default just there on the right hand side. Now it will ask for our payment details here, but we don't enter anything in there. We leave this blank and we just click on the cross just up there in the top right hand corner. Okay, and it's got there one click disabled for this browser, so we want to turn it on, so just click on that switch there, and there you go, one click is now turned on. So that's what we need to do. We needed to set our one click settings, go into the payment screen, but don't enter anything in the payment screen, come out and make sure that one click is switched on. So there we go, we can now go back to the Fire TV stick and we can log in with the details that we signed up with on the Fire TV stick.
But before I can do any of that, I've got to unbox my Fire TV stick. So let's just turn it round. Okay, we've got the seal just here, so I'm going to peel that off like so. There we go. That's just broken the seal there, and let's open the box and see what we've got inside. So let's open that out. Okay, and let's pull this out like so. There we go. So we've got this nice neat little pack here which contains the remote control, the Fire Stick, the cable and the extension. So in the bottom here, there you go, we've got our plug. So let's just open this up and get all the bits out. So let's just pull, there you go, the remote out of the top there. There's the remote for the 4K Fire Stick Max. Then we've got the power cable just there, and there's the 4K Max Fire TV stick. Oh, out just slipped a manual there, which is this just here, this Hello manual, which just has some basic instructions on connecting up, which I'm going to go through anyway with you on that. And we've got another manual there in the box, which has just got your important safety information, which tells you pretty much the obvious there, things like, you know, don't use this in the bath and all that. But it also tells you about the product specifications as well, the model number, the electrical rating and the temperature range of both the stick and the Alexa voice remote control. So that's handy there. Going back to the box, what else we got? We've got the extender cable just there should we need that. And finally, nearly missed these, we've got the batteries there for the remote control, the 2 batteries. Okay, so I think that box is now empty. Yes, it is. I'm just going to see if I can open up the other side just to make doubly sure. Yes, nothing in there. I feel like a magician there. Okay, so let's put that to one side. So first of all, let's grab the Alexa remote control and just going to take it out of its packaging. Okay, and then let's just take the sticker off the top and we're just going to pop the batteries in there. So I'm just going to slide the remote there down the back of the remote and grab the 2 batteries that were supplied, and I'm going to pop them in. So the little nib on the top of the battery goes up that to the top of the remote control, so like so. It'll only work with them one way round, so if they don't work once you pop the batteries in, then just try again. So let's pop that cover on. Okay, there we go. There's the remote control. Next thing we need to do is unpack the Fire TV stick itself. Let's take that out. Now we've got that there, and then what we need to do is we want to grab the power cable and unpackage that. Okay, so the power cable plugs in to the side of the Fire TV stick. Now it only goes in one way, so if it won't go in one way, then twist it round the other way and there you go, it'll go in. The other end of that power cable goes in to the plug. So this is our plug here. Yours might look different if you're in another part of the world other than the UK. So I'm just going to take the packaging off of the plug like so. There we go. And again, this end of the power cable goes into the plug and it'll only go in one way. So if it doesn't push in, turn it round and there you go, plug it in the other way. Now we've also got, like I say, this optional extender. So if your TV is near a wall and you don't want it sticking right out and it hasn't got enough room to stick right out the back, then you can plug the TV stick into this extender just here like so, and then that goes into the back of the TV. So if you don't need that, then I'll just take that off and you can plug that straight into the back of the TV. Again, it only goes in one way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this into my TV. I'm going to plug this plug into the mains outlet, and we're going to come back to this video in a few moments once I've done that to go through the setup. Okay, so I've just plugged in and switched on. It says searching for your remote, tap the picture of the house to pair. So let's just do that. And there we go, it's found the remote. So it said press the play pause button to start. Now it's asking us for our language, so I'm going to choose English United Kingdom. You choose your language here and then press the middle button on the remote control, and now it's scanning for networks. And here's a list of networks that we've got in the local area. So pick the network that's best for you, preferably your own network, because it's going to ask you for a password in a sec. So I'm just going to select the first one there, and it's going to ask for our password. So I'm just going to type in the password. Now I'm going to blur this out, unfortunately, because this password is secret. There we go. And then I'm just going to press the play pause button to connect, and there you go. Now it's connecting to my network. This bit might take a bit of time, just be patient with it. And if it says incorrect password, then type the password again. But that said, connection successful. Now it's doing a check for updates, and now it's downloading the latest software. This is quite normal for the Fire Stick. what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and we'll come back to it in a few moments because this could take some time. Okay, so it's nearly finished downloading the update. Shouldn't be too long now. There we go, got a full white line, and there you go, it says Fire TV Stick 4K Max will restart in a few seconds, and it's now powering off. I imagine that's to install the update, so just give it a few seconds. Don't power it off yourself here, leave it plugged in at the mains, and there you go, it's now installing the latest software. And it actually does warn you there, it says please do not unplug the power cable during the update, so wait until that white bar goes across the screen. This bit could take some time, so again, be patient with it. I'm going to pause this video, we'll come back to it short. Okay, so there you go, the line's gone all the way across now, so it's nearly finished. There you go, it's switched off, and hopefully it'll be switching back on again. Again, just be patient with this. There we go, yeah, we've got the Fire TV logo, so hopefully should be back with us in a second or two. Now it might hang on this for a little while the very first time because it's still doing the update, so again, just be patient with it, and hopefully shouldn't take too long. And there we go, so it's checking for updates again just to make sure there's no more updates. And yes, there's another update, so just let it roll. This bit might take a little while. I'm just going to pause this video once more. Okay, so it's nearly finished. There we go. And there we go, mine was stuck on that screen for just a couple of minutes saying finishing updates, and it's now asking us to sign in with your Amazon account. Now we're going to sign in with the account you created earlier, or if you already have an account and you're not worried about giving your debit or credit card details over to Amazon, then just sign in with those details. So I'm going to select have an account, sign in. Okay, and it's telling us now to go to our computer and sign in that way, and then enter this activation code when prompted. But it does say if you want to sign into your account on your Amazon Fire TV Stick, press the hamburger menu, this menu just here on the remote control. So I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to type in my email address there. I'm going to blur this out. Okay, so I've typed in my Amazon email address that I set up earlier, and I'm just going to press the play pause button on the remote. And now it's asking for the password, so again I'm going to cover this up, and there you go, I've typed in that. So I'm going to press the play pause button on the remote control to sign in, and there you go, it's now registering your Amazon Fire TV, and there you go, it's confirmed it's successfully registered. So it says welcome Chris, this Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max will be registered to your account. So I'm just going to select continue. It's already selected, so I'm just going to press the middle button on the remote control, and it's asking us whether we want to save Wi-Fi passwords to Amazon. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to say no to that. So there we go. It's checking for backups, and because it's a brand new account, it's not found any backups, and it's asking us if we want to enable parental controls. Well, I'm going to say no to parental controls, so I'm just going to press the middle button on the remote control. And there we go, it's preparing your remote for setup. There we go, so it says we'll be playing music during the next step. Please make sure that the volume is turned up, then continue. Unfortunately, I haven't got speakers on this system, so we won't hear anything. So I'm just going to press the middle button on the remote control, and it's going to run through a little test here. It says with your Fire TV remote pointed to your TV, toggle the volume up and down buttons. Well, normally this would produce a sound, but on this TV, like I say, it's a monitor, I haven't got any speakers on it, so it's going to say with your Fire TV remote pointed at your TV, toggle the volume up and down buttons. Did the music volume change and come out of the expected audio device? So I'm just going to say yes to that. Okay, so it says your Fire TV remote is now successfully set up. So again, press the middle button. It now says it's optimizing, now it says it's loading. So hopefully this won't take too long. So it's saying enjoy unlimited streaming of thousands of movies and TV shows plus free one-day delivery on millions of items. So it's trying to get you to sign up to Prime. So just press the middle button on the remote control to continue. And it's asking us now to choose the apps that we want to install. So it's up to you whether you choose apps or go no thanks. I'm going to go no thanks, so just press the down button and go no thanks, press the middle button, and here we go. It just says welcome to Fire TV, and it gives you some details about the Fire TV stick. So just going to press the middle button on the remote, and hopefully in a second, there you go, it's going to ask us for profiles. So I'm happy with the profile I've got, Chris, so I'm just going to press the middle button, and here we go. we've now logged in. So now is the all-important question: can we download an app without having to give any payment details? So let's just go to find, okay, go down to search, press the middle button, and I'm going to search for downloader. So I'm going to start to type downloader on the on-screen keyboard, and after a while you should see it appear in the list below. There we go, it's now appeared. So I'm just going to go down to it, highlight it in white, press the middle button. This is the app that we want here, this downloader here. Make sure that's selected, press the middle button, and here we go, the moment of truth. Are we going to be able to download it? So press the middle button, and there you go, it says it's downloading. So there you go, it says you've got an app. There are several ways to open your app from the app section in the main menu by holding down the picture of the house and selecting apps to see all your apps, or with the voice remote, e.g. open Netflix. So okay, just going to press the middle button, and there we go, we've got downloader. So I'm just going to press the middle button on the remote to open it. And if you are installing downloader, it is important that you need to select allow here on that. So make sure that allow selected, press the middle button, press it again to get rid of the quick start guide, and then the next important thing we need to do is we need to just going to press the back button a couple of times to exit out, and then press the picture of the house. Okay, and then I'm going to press and hold the picture of the house on the remote control until this menu appears, then let go, and then go across to settings. Okay, press the middle button on the remote, and then go to my Fire TV, just there, press the middle button, and then I'm going to just go down to developer options, press the middle button on the remote, and I'm going to go to install unknown apps. Again, press the middle button, and I need to ensure that for downloader this is switched on if we want to download apps using downloader. So you do that just by pressing the middle button. Just going to press the back button a few times so we get back to the main menu there. Now the other thing is, when I do set up a Fire TV stick, there's a few little tweaks I like to implement in there. So first of all, let's press and hold the picture of the house, go across to settings, press the middle button, okay, and then go to display and audio, then press the middle button. Screensaver I normally turn off. This is optional, you don't have to do any of these if you don't want to. So I'm just going to go down to start time, press the middle button on the remote, go down to never, press the middle button on the remote, press the back button once, okay, go down to display, let's have a look at that. Okay, I think everything there seems to be okay, but if you needed to calibrate the display, you could go into calibrate display and just make sure these arrows meet the edge of the screen. If they don't, then you can press the up and down buttons to adjust the screen size there. Okay, and then press the middle button to accept when you're happy that the arrows meet the edge of each side of the screen. Okay, press the back button once, go down to audio. Now what I normally do is I turn navigation sounds off. So just highlight navigation sounds, press the middle button on the remote, that goes to off. Press the back button once again, and then go across and down to preferences, press the middle button. Go to privacy settings, press the middle button. Okay, and I turn these all off. So let's just turn them all off there. There you go. And when we turn off interest-based ads, then your advertising ID disappears as well. So press the back button once, go down to data monitoring, make sure that's off. Okay, to notification settings, and I always turn do not interrupt on. Okay, and then go to app notifications, and I turn all of these off, but it's entirely up to you what you leave on and what you don't leave on. This is just going to give you notifications if from apps if they think there's something useful that you might need, but I've never found that. So press the back button on the remote control a couple of times, go down to featured content, press the middle button on the remote, turn allow video autoplay off, turn allow audio autoplay off as well. That will stop any sounds from coming out your Fire TV stick when you first turn it on. There might be an advert or for a film or a TV series comes up, so that stops all that. Press the back button on the remote and go to my Fire TV. Let's have a look in there. I think there everything is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go across to applications here, go to Amazon Photos, and I turn these off as well, but access Amazon Photos doesn't ever seem to change to disable. No, it always stays on enable. Still, never mind. Okay, it's come out of the main menu there, so I'm just going to press and hold the picture of the house on the remote control to go back in. That was unusual. Mine shouldn't have done that, but yours might have done, yours might not. So I'm just going to go down to Silk Browser. There, let's have a look. There's nothing in there to change. Go down to Game Circle. I tend to turn Whisper Sync for games off, on that. So press the middle button, press the back button, and then go into App Store there. Okay, so automatic updates I leave on. External market links, I say don't open those. Okay, in-app purchases, turn those off as well. And again, notifications, I turn those off as well. Press the back button on the remote control, go to manage installed applications, press the middle button on the remote. I'm just going to remove any applications there that I don't really need. Now, some of these we can't remove. If I go into like Alexa shopping, for instance, there's not an option to uninstall it. Same with Amazon Kids. A lot of the Amazon stuff, there won't be an option to uninstall those. They're built in to the store. But if I go down to something like Downloader, there you go, there's an option to uninstall it if I want to. But I think, like I say, most of these here, there's no option to uninstall these. These are pre-installed. Yeah, not really. Like any of these we can't uninstall. I think the only one we can uninstall is really Unlinked and Downloader if we want to on there. That's if you've installed them. So I'm just going to press the back button a few times there and get us back to the main menu. So there you go. That guide showed you how to install your 4K Fire Stick Max. This guide will work on other Fire Sticks as well, not just the 4K Fire Stick Max. I think it'll work on the Fire TV Cube as well. And it allows you to set it up without having to enter a mobile number or credit or debit card details, but it still allows you to download free apps on your Fire TV stick. So there you go. I hope this guide helps, and if you liked it, hit that like button. If you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like it, then share this on your social media timelines. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to find out about all my latest videos as and when they're released. Thanks very much for watching.
You can follow me on Twitter at CWTech. That's at CWTech on Twitter. And don't forget to check out my other videos in my YouTube channel. Just Google Chris Waite YouTube. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your support.